In this video of A to Z 92, we have a former Premier League winner, Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn Rovers was formed on the 5th of November 1875 following a meeting between John Lewis and Arthur Constantine. They would play their first game in December of that year, earning a 1-1 draw. In 1878, Blackburn would become one of 23 clubs to form the Lancashire Football Association, and in 1882 would also reach their first FA Cup final. They would lose the match to Old Etonians 1-0. In 1884, they won their first FA Cup, beating Scottish team Queen's Park in the final 2-1. They would also win the next FA Cup, beating Queen's Park a second time and also beating West Brom. In 1885, Blackburn returned professional, and in 1888 would become a founding member of the new Football League. In 1890 and 1891, they would reach the FA Cup final again, winning both. Blackburn would have a successful time in the top flight in the early 20th century, winning the league twice in the 1911 season and in the 1913 season, and they would also go on to win their last FA Cup in 1927. Blackburn would fall out of form, and in the 1935 season they were relegated to the second division. They would find their way back up, but would be relegated again in the 1947 season. They would get promoted in 1958, but would go through a period of mid-table mediocrity, and in 1960 they would lose the FA Cup final 3-0 to Wolves. In 1966 they were relegated back down to the second division. In the 70s, Blackburn went between the second and third division, winning the third division title in 1975, but relegated again in 1979. They finished runners-up in 1980, going back to the second division, and missed out on a second promotion to the first division off of goal difference. Through the rest of the 80s, Blackburn would be close to promotion, but wouldn't achieve it. In 1990, Jack Walker bought the club and was able to provide millions of pounds for the club. That season, they would also gain promotion to the Premier League through playoffs. In the summer of 92, Blackburn paid an English record fee of £3.5 million to Southampton for Alan Shearer. This would pay off, as the next season they would finish 4th, then 2nd the season after, and finally on the final day, Blackburn Rovers won the Premier League in the 1994 season. After many managerial changes and poor seasons, the club would be relegated in the 1998 season. In the 2000 season, the club would finish runner-up, gaining promotion. So after this, not much else would occur. The club would achieve average finishes and would reach the semis of the FA Cup and League Cup throughout the 2000s. In November of 2010, the club was bought by Indian company VH Group. In 2012, the club was relegated back down to the Championship. The club would suffer mediocrity and would be relegated to League One in 2017. In recent years, the club has contended for playoffs, most recently finishing 7th. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video, which will be about Blackpool. That'll be coming out shortly. Thank you.